welcome back.
We're back.
We have Lauren Claben here of LEK Fit.
That's me.
Oh, you spell it out?
LEK Fit?
It's not LEK Fit?
It's not LEK Fit.
It's LEK Fit.
Thank you.
And Lauren is like one of my muses, and she has sort of changed my life over the last 6 years. And so I'm really excited to have her here.
I'm excited
and to talk about what she does and to just, have a fun conversation.
Yeah, and if you're listening, you should just probably jump on YouTube just to see what she looks like, because I feel like a real moose over here.
Moose. This is Kottie's first time meeting Lauren.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Although I did do a YouTube bounce class. I think my balance is a little off for it. I'm scared to do your class.
Why?
Do you teach classes or no?
Yeah.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Do you have other people teaching?
I do.
Huh. Well, I'd have to have you.
Yeah. That's how I feel.
Like, I'm not going to do like some minion.
Yeah.
Not with this body.
So Lauren does a trampoline class. I feel like you were kind of the first of that. I mean, first and only. I feel like there's a few people trying to do what you're doing, but you were the first to do the trampoline.
Yeah, we were. I mean, the trampoline had been around.
Yeah.
But we definitely were the ones to revive it and bring it into
and to make it like
space.
the sole focus of a workout.
Yeah.
Because I feel like Jump Sport had trampolines, for fitness reasons, but I feel like it was always just kind of a side thing. Yeah,
it definitely wasn't the content that we're delivering. They have had workouts, but it's a different.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about your like how did, I'm sure you've said this on other outlets, but I haven't, and I obviously follow you on Instagram, but what was the motivation, the inspiration for you starting this workout?
Starting the bounce workout specifically or just in general?
Yeah, because I know you were in fitness before.
Yeah, I was in fitness. I've been in fitness what seems like forever.
Yeah.
I was a dancer, so it was a natural progression into the fitness industry. And I trained in Pilates and yoga in very traditional fitness. And when I ultimately wanted to create my own method, I wanted something that was less than an hour. I wanted something that was full body, and I wanted something that could be done every day without injury, without ramifications. And I wanted equipment because I didn't think that you could just do it on the floor without anything, and I didn't want something big and bulky and expensive like a treadmill. And an elliptical is really not, it's meant for someone who's in recovery or needing some different type of workout. So I was limited as to what, and I certainly didn't want a bike. I don't believe that you should be seated while working out unless, again, you're you're recovering from something.
Yeah.
So I was led to the Rebounder, which has the most benefits of any piece of fitness equipment. And that's what led me there. And what ultimately became what you know as LEK Fit Boost is that it's an interval workout with cardio intervals done on the trampoline. But each and every time you work out, we're working your arms, your core, your legs, your glutes, your full body.
Oh, LEK is your name.
Yes.
Lauren Elizabeth.
Yeah, that was it. It was the easiest thing to trademark.
LEK
and that's what we did.
LEK Fit.
You got it.
Okay, so but wait, when did you start? How long ago was it that you started it?
In 2013, I started.
Okay.
Right
Out
after
of her garage.
I think I remember hearing that.
Yeah, it was actually before that. So I was training privately at a bunch of different gyms, going to people's houses. My husband and I at the time had a house in West Hollywood. I was training people in our little courtyard. And then when we moved to our house now, our garage and guest house was the studio.
It was romantic. It was a romantic vibe.
When you got pregnant, did you gain a ton of weight, or did you still work out?
I still worked out. I did not gain a ton of weight.
Of course not. So wait a minute. When you switched over from like personal training to bouncing, or what do you call it?
Yeah.
Bouncing.
Yeah, sure.
What kind of changes did you notice in yourself?
When I started doing group classes, or
No, like
when you started
different methods of working out.
you personally.
Regularly.
Yeah.
I noticed that I was able to achieve what I wanted to in less time. So before I was doing, like when I really got started in the fitness industry, I was doing like a combination of running and a ballet class and things like that. And it was ultimately like, it would end up being like 2 hours.
Exhausting.
Not necessarily exhausting, but just like time consuming.
Yeah, not
and
exhausting.
And so then when I got
like,
pregnant with my first, it was like, I didn't have that kind of time with a baby anymore. And so I really had to come up with a way to achieve all of that in less than 60 minutes.
Now, I got to tell you, I told you during the pandemic, I bought a trampoline and I did this fucking wackadoo I found on YouTube. She's like, 8 minutes is all you need. And I'd be like, you don't have to learn.
And like barely lifting your feet and just like.
Oh, yours freaked me out. It was like, and I was like, okay, I'm not ready for that. Because like, if something happens, I can't go to a hospital. So I did this wackadoos. But I'll show it to you. I did notice, like, I would achieve my exercise ring, like, in the actual time I was.
It activates your entire body.
It's kind of crazy where I'm like, how did that?
Amazing. Yeah.
Because
and the lymphatic.
That's
part.
the most fascinating to me.
It activates your lymphatic system. So you guys know it's super buzzy, and it has been.
Yeah.
Our lymphatic system is the system in our bodies that rids our bodies of toxins, but it doesn't work just on its own. It has to be activated. So
and just
the best way
all cardio
is
doesn't
the
do that?
No,
Yeah.
not at all.
Yeah.
In fact, most cardio will almost have like the opposite effect. It'll spike your cortisol, which none of us want. So like running on the treadmill,
like
spinning, that's
cortisol
all
belly.
That cortisol.
Yeah, that's why you have to be careful when
Dance
you're just
cardio,
doing too much cardio. Yeah.
Well, that's not my problem, but I just have cortisol belly.
Our cardio in our boost class, we have a couple different concepts, but our hero class is our boost, which is an interval cardio workout, and it's just 20 minutes of
Wait a
cardio.
minute. So you're telling me I could do 20 minutes a day?
But it's how we're doing it.
No. I mean, if I just followed your thing.
Yeah. You do 50.
You still need to come. It's gonna be.
It's 50.
It's.
I know, but I've seen your classes. You've got so many people in there, and I legit don't trust myself on a trampoline. And
you're not going to get hurt.
It
looks
my foot will go through the strings.
No, it won't.
The thing will go flying.
It won't. It
you
really
go
won't.
really fast, and then this thing.
Like I don't know, hundreds of times.
It looks that way. Look, I pride myself on our gorgeous Instagram, and that's the dancer in me. I can't get away with wanting to have a gorgeous piece of content to put up. But we're guiding you the whole entire way, and it's structured so that you're not going to get hurt, and you're moving your body. And
I don't think I've ever seen anyone fall.
No.
Like I mean, I think
you're not.
I think
I've
seen someone like lose balance, maybe like on the floor. Like I don't think I've ever seen anybody.
No, because the way that you're bouncing down, you're not bouncing up. So you know those like big trampolines that your kids may be on, or you may have been on a kid. And you're like bouncing up.
Oh, that's
and
what I was doing. I was like,
completely different. You're bouncing
my YouTube video.
Low. You're bouncing low. You're staying
Get
low.
height.
I'd be like,
yeah.
I am loaded with toxins and milk.
I mean that oat
and
milk.
oat milk.
No.
So what I want to know is like, what really impresses me about you is that I feel like every single day, I don't think you like ever have I know you probably do have a bad day, but like you are so inspirational because you literally show up every single time with the same energy, with the same like gusto. Thank you. It's really like incredible.
Thank you.
And you're like so focused and just like it's literally it's what keeps me coming back. So I don't do you have you always been like that? Just your personality? Like how do you maintain that consistency?
I think that I really believe in mind over matter. And the show must go on, and whatever issues. And I try really hard to instill this in our team members that whatever it is, you have to check it at the door.
Yeah.
You have to let it go.
Yeah.
Like life is not easy. It will never, ever be easy.
Yeah.
Things are going to come up. Something is going to happen. But when I'm there, I'm unbelievably cognizant of the fact that you all are paying me.
Yeah.
And are thousands of subscribers are paying us for a service, and I have to deliver that, and I'll never falter on that no matter what.
Yeah. You're hardcore. You're really hardcore about it. It's like some days I'm just like how the fuck does this continue? Like, I mean, you really, like, I think it's like, obviously I love the workout, but it's beyond that. It's just like, you like really make people want to work so hard.
Good. Thank you.
Good.
But it's not just me. I mean, like, I consider myself like sort of the ambassador because I've been doing it for so long, and everyone just like knows me, like most of the people who go there, and they're always asking me questions that like I can't answer. Like, so what do you think about this? Or like, or where's Lauren today? I'm like, I don't actually know, but like,
People always.
oh my god,
know.
people ask me all these questions, and whatever like information I can give them about my own experience, or like, you know, what I do with like my equipment or whatever, like I will. But like, it's. I mean, it's everybody is so motivated by you, and it's really like so cool to watch.
Ugh,
That's why I'm gonna make you do it. And so I read her horoscope. I screenshotted it. It was like naturally good at like it was like you'd be great at being a prison warden. Like it literally said that on her horoscope.
Wait, what is your sign?
Taurus.
Oh, you're a weird one.
Really?
She's just
Taurus
very.
is weird.
She's
really? What are you?
weird.
Aquarius.
Aquarius.
Oh, you know, like we're like my husband's an Aquarius, and we are
I was
not
just gonna
supposed
say
to be
that.
married. Yes.
Yeah.
We're like
When's your
mortal
husband's birthday?
enemies. February 12th.
Okay. I want to do this.
Yeah, you should.
Can I be your pet project?
Please. Let's do it.
Do you think you
I
could
need
make...
you to come every day.
Yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake, can you give me like a home workout? I have a trampoline.
Yeah, you can do
I'll,
it.
I'll do
You
like
can stream,
twice
too.
a week.
You can stream
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Except her room is a little heated and a little like humidified. So
I think I
the
need to
room-
start with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do it online.
How many times a day? Because
One.
people are... No, oh, no. Oh,
Did you mean a week?
I misspoke. How many
Yeah,
times
a
a
week.
day?
2 days.
A week.
Look, I think
To see results.
our bodies are designed to move.
You're going to say every day, aren't you?
I think you need to go every day. But look, yes, I think that with us, you can and should move every single day.
Do you think it's realistic?
Yeah, for sure.
Like for normal people?
For sure.
Okay.
Online, we have all kinds of options. So we have free 5-minute options. If all you have is 5 minutes, fine. Then we have 20-minute
I like
options.
the 20-minute option. Is that for
30-minute.
pros?
No, you're fine. It's whatever you can do to move. So once you've committed, and if you're like, okay, I've got 5 minutes, that's what I'm going to do. Ultimately, you should get to a point where you can commit to 50 minutes.
50 minutes. So even 20 or 30 minutes a day, you think that's better?
It's better than nothing.
Oh, Avi. But I'm saying you think it's better than like 10,000 steps a day.
Well, I think also you could integrate it with other like like you could go like on a hike one day and then like do her thing like 4 days. I don't know. I mean, I think as long as you're moving.
I think, yes, as long as you're moving, but I don't think that walking is a workout. No, I think it does a lot of things. It's not a workout.
I think you're right on that.
I know there's a lot of controversial things, and I get it, but I'm sorry.
I wonder why the bounce.
I also
I'm sure
don't
you know
think
this. Why does
Pilates is.
I don't either. By the
neither
way, I don't
do
either.
I?
It's
I did
not,
it for a
it's
little
not-
bit. I was
it's not
like-
what it was intended for. It's for recovery.
It's like physical
Yeah.
therapy.
Yeah.
It's great.
Exactly.
No, I did it for a few months, like last year, with a few friends who were like, it was like semi-private, and like in like on the days I wasn't coming to you, and I was like, it just took me like by the time I got there and was there, I was like it didn't feel like it was worth it, like the whole trip, like maybe if I was at home, but you don't sweat.
It's not. It wasn't intended for that.
Yeah.
So how can you make it? I mean,
Yeah.
we can be honest.
Yeah.
Yoga wasn't ever intended to be a
Yes.
workout.
I
It's not
hate
a workout.
yoga.
Yeah,
Hate
It's
it
a-
so much.
I'm not doing it
It's a
anymore.
practice.
Yeah.
It's a
It's like a meditation kind of.
it's a religious practice.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't
Yeah.
intended to be a workout. So
Yeah.
It's stressful, yoga.
it's just not. If it brings you that zen, that peace, whatever
Not me.
you get from, I happen to get it from taking a walk or going for a swim or taking an Epsom salt bath. I get needing that calm down part of your day. But I think it's important that we stop skewing and blurring the lines between workout and meditation. Now, your workout can certainly be meditative. You're producing all of those endorphins, so you feel amazing after. But it's important to like understand that you're doing different things for your mind and your body, and to figure out how to make those work throughout your day and not blur these lines that have gotten unbelievably blurred.
Have you noticed when you stopped bouncing? Like, have you ever stopped for a little while and noticed a difference? Like,
I have never stopped, but like, say we go.
You can't do it when you're pregnant, can you?
You can.
She did.
You absolutely can.
You should see
It's
pictures of her bouncing with her little belly. It was so cute.
Pregnancy workouts. The rule is
just stay under 170.
That
I just know heart rate stuff.
The heart rate.
Yes, there is a heart rate.
The pounds.
There is a heart rate measurement. Yes, but really the rule is, and that also gets debunked as well. The rule is you just don't want to introduce anything new.
Yeah.
So like when we have pregnant people, if they've been working out with us, we have all kinds of modifications and things that we do, but generally almost everyone stays bouncing until the day they give birth. But if, say, you came to us pregnant and you had never been on a rebounder or hadn't been on a rebounder with me, then I would have you do other things until after that 4th trimester, and then we'll get you on the rebounder full out. But, yeah.
You know, that totally theory of, like, don't start anything new while you're pregnant. When I first got pregnant, I was like, fuck. And I started running right away.
Oh.
So that I could be like, well, it's not new. But I was like, I'm going to be sober for 9 months, so I got to find something I like. And then I was like, I don't think you're supposed to start running, like, right when you find out you're pregnant.
Yeah, you just want to do what your body's been used to and conditioned to.
All right, when do we start?
Tomorrow.
Okay, let's not get crazy.
I mean.
Tomorrow, yeah.
Literally.
Are you open Saturdays and Sundays?
We are.
You should come Sunday.
Oh my God.
Is that a shock? Do you know I've been like saying to my husband, I'm like, is there a world where like.
You should be closed on
we
Sundays.
Wouldn't like.
On Mondays.
Be open on like weekends? And he's like, are you a crazy person?
No,
like,
everyone works out on the weekends.
Yeah. But also like I think personally I would miss it.
You would. Yeah.
I
so
love
you take
it.
one of your own classes,
I take
or
one
you
of my
teach
own classes.
a class.
She takes her own class.
I give myself a workout every day. Yeah.
Do you count that as your workout?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you're not teaching classes and then going, okay, it's my time.
Yeah, no.
So do you ever get like heat? And I guess at this point probably not because your like family's so used to you being gone. But like, do you ever get like heat for like being gone like every morning or like on the weekends? Like, do they like complain? No, they're like, okay, mom.
And they're in it.
I mean,
the kids also now that they're older, like they're not home.
Yeah.
So, I think I have the luxury.
Sundays or Saturdays, her husband takes the class.
No way.
Yeah, he'll come in. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I had the luxury of starting it at home.
Yeah.
Where everyone, and even when Lila was born, I got.
They come in,
we were at home.
Yeah.
So
you did a home birth?
No.
Oh.
Honestly, I wish that I had. In hindsight, I should have.
I know, because you've been bouncing your whole life, so they probably just fell out of you.
Yeah, they did. They didn't.
Mine all came out of the sunroof, so.
They just fell out.
Sunroof.
No.
No, but that's for another day. But in hindsight, yeah, I would have done it all at home.
Interesting.
I know too much now.
Why?
Been through too much.
What do you mean? Like you're scared of the hospital?
Yeah, I just like I felt like I didn't when I had my first, which is like pretty typical for all of us. I didn't know anything that I know now.
Yeah.
I didn't know enough. And I had Romy 2.5 years later. In fact, with Lila, I panicked at the very end and wanted to scrap the hospital and do it at home, but I couldn't find a doula. It was too late. Yeah. But yeah, knowing what I know now, I would have done it all at home.
Like water birth or in your bed with like wee-wee pads?
No, I would have done a water. That's probably what deterred me first.
The wee-wee
I would
pads.
have done it in a hotel because I think I would have probably had so much anxiety about how not clean our
Everything
space
was at home?
getting. Yeah.
Really?
No. I would be fine with how clean our house is, but I wouldn't have liked all the stuff
that had to come in.
I am sorry, but like when the husband jumps in the blow up pool.
And my husband wouldn't have done that at all. He would have been in another room. I wouldn't have had him there. I'd be fine with that.
Yeah, that's
till
fine.
It's done.
Would you have done it in a pool?
Not in a pool. I mean, I think I would have done it in water. Yeah, for sure. But like, I wouldn't have wanted. Like, I often think like, where would I put that in my house? And I wouldn't have been comfortable.
No, you wouldn't have.
No, I
you
would've
could put a
been, like,
tarp
really
underneath it,
bummed.
but then the whole like
I just would have been thinking the
allure
whole time
of,
just
like,
ruining the
home
wood
birth.
floor.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
if they're gonna, who's going to clean it up? Am I going to have to see the mess after? Like,
well,
I
you
just
know, a lot of
worry
people.
that like I would have to be like I don't know. I just worry that I would have to go to the hospital.
well, I would want to be at a hotel, someplace right next to the hospital.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
that is the
That's-
concern and very
yeah.
valid. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
God
enough.
forbid.
No, you guys, fuck this. Just go to the hospital.
Not in a
You're
remote
like a
like
Hilton
farmhouse.
No.
Like
No,
you're at
no.
a Hilton next to LAX, or I mean, next to Cedars or
I mean,
something.
what is next to see? Is there anything good?
The hotel's like this woman's
You're
giving
like,
birth
excuse
in
me,
our
do you have an
room.
air pump?
This
and a tarp?
This woman is. We're gonna charge you extra for your home birth.
Yeah.
4 seasons. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's pretty close.
Yeah.
I was thinking SLS.
For your next child.
The SLS. Yeah, I
right
don't want
next
to be
to it.
anywhere near.
So
there
I
right
started
now.
coming to you
Beverly
right after I
Center.
heard the SLS.
I'm a fan of the Beverly Center. Romy and I go. She loves mall life. I grew up in the Midwest.
Romy's
so
a
like,
girl?
Rome's a girl.
Rome's a girl.
Oh, I
yeah.
thought Romeo was a boy.
Boy and 2 girls.
Miles, Romy, and Lila.
Yeah.
They're so cute, by the way. The girls really get.
I need to follow you on Instagram.
They like
They're really
are
cute.
so cute.
What's your Instagram, Lauren?
My personal one, or
Can we be friends?
yeah, we can be friends on
No.
both.
Lauren-
LEK Fit and Lauren E. Kleban. Because somebody else has LEK who's like not even a person, and I can't get it.
Wait, what?
So annoying.
Oh my God.
LEK like
Lila, I am sorry.
yeah.
what you would want for your like the
My personal one I want at
Oh.
LEK. And
Oh,
somebody
someone-
has it. And
oh,
I
got
can't
it.
get it.
Whoa,
Got
you
it,
have
got it.
tattoos on your hip?
I do have a lot of tattoos.
You have a lot of tattoos?
Yeah.
I'll be damned.
Yeah.
Who
I
knew?
know.
How cute is Lila?
To die for. I think
She-
Lila and Lola, forget it.
She kills me. She'll
Besties?
come in the middle of Lauren's class and like just like circle around her, and Lauren's like completely focused the whole time. Like she's like, no.
Is adorable. Oh, here
She's
are all
really
your
cute.
kids. Oh my God. You are in trouble.
Yeah, they're cute.
They're all adorable.
really cute.
They're
I know.
really cute.
I want to set Dom up with
Yeah.
Lila.
You can kind of tell your little smooshes.
Yeah, but I've always been into like
I got you.
what?
I got
Her
you.
favorite?
You can cut
Do you have
that
a
out.
favorite? You don't have to tell us.
No.
Of course you don't.
No.
Do you have a favorite? Yeah.
You do too.
I know who your favorite is. It's okay.
It's okay. I won't tell Daron about yours.
Did you see my picture from this morning?
What's
is
on
this
your
morning?
waist and all this stuff?
Just some
Oh,
art.
it's no,
Oh.
not your tattoos.
It's like
Oh.
it's like your mic.
Oh, my
pack.
mic pack.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
This is
Is
this
he still
morning.
sleeping with you?
Well, I tried
Did
to.
you? Oh my
This is me and my. Do you know why my neck hurts? Do you have any idea why my neck hurts?
Dude. Is that how you guys sleep?
Well, so no. So he was sleeping in the middle of us. Well, we tried so many times to get him out.
So cute.
And then, like, finally, and for a while I didn't care because he was small enough that I'm like, I don't care. I'm
Right.
like, I literally haven't like touched Daron in like years. I'm like, are you over there? And every time I wake up, like I'm like "Nom, nom, 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 nom," to Dom. Like I'm like, it's time for Dom on the cob, and I just like go up and down his body, like
Dom
Dom on the cup.
yeah. And so now he's getting rather big that we randomly, I told the story of I was scared that night. I brought the mattress into my room on the floor.
Yes.
And so it's actually been a good sort of segue to get him out of my bed and not in his room yet. He's not ready to like not be in my room. So it's on the floor in my room, but he's still, there's like, I say 50-50. He'll sleep through the night half the time, and then he'll start in there, fall asleep. And I don't know how or why he wakes up. He wakes up and he comes in,
Yeah.
and then he's like on top of me intertwined, and it's so cute, and I love it, but I'm like literally like, like so.
That's brutal.
I'm
Lila's
morphed.
been coming in, and she starts on the floor, and then she'll pop up when she thinks it's morning time and say it's morning time and crawl up. But I put her
Does
at
she
the
have a bed on
foot
the
of the bed. We make a little bed.
on the mat on the
On
bed?
like she's got like I've got like a bunch of blankets and stuff that I
Okay.
put
Okay.
next to my side of the bed.
Uh-huh.
And she like she has to bring in her own pillow. Like she has to
She's
help
gotta-
if she's gonna
yeah.
do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she
I like
can't
that.
come into the bed until it's morning time. And I put her at the foot of the bed so that she's like not compromising
Like
my
on
sleep.
the floor or like on the
Well, she
foot?
starts on the floor and I put her at the foot. So like her head is facing me
Oh, okay. Okay.
and her feet are in
so
between
she's,
us.
Yeah.
Oh.
So she can't like
okay.
like lay or flail on me or whatever.
But wait, so don't you get kicked?
Not really. I think she kicks John sometimes.
Oh, good.
But
yeah, see,
I
kick
generally
the guy.
don't
Kick the
let
husband.
her in the bed until it's like almost time to wake up.
So wait, if she comes in and it's like 1 a.m,
we go and get her stuff, which is like a couple of like big, like heavy
her, just
blankets.
make her sleep on the
Make
floor
her sleep
until
on the floor. Yeah.
That's gangster.
Did you try and like walk her back to her room and it just didn't work?
I think no. By the third, I'm just like,
Yeah.
fuck.
Do you have a
this.
cushion
I'm
on the floor? Or is
so
she just laying on one?
Yeah, no, she has a
No,
cushion.
I think
Yeah.
that's the thing
She's-
too. With the third, you're like, I can't, I can't.
I'm
I
like,
have
I'm
2 other
so
kids to sleep.
tired. Yeah, I'm not doing this.
Yeah.
But I also don't want her because I don't want my body to be sleeping like that. I sleep like this.
Yeah, I know. She tells me that she sleeps like this. I'm like, I put my arm under. I'm like,
You're like a little robot.
I'm
I
like
trained
morphed.
myself.
Yeah, yeah. It's
Interesting.
it's
You
good,
have to. It's the best way to
good
sleep.
for your neck
Wait, why?
and your
It's
face.
the best. It's good for. It's first of all just anti-aging. Forget everything else. Anti-aging. No creases.
Yeah.
No smushes.
Yeah.
No messing up the side that you sleep on.
Yeah.
Better for your hair. Everything. And then body alignment, muscle, all that.
Yeah.
So
well,
you
neck
just
and
sleep.
head.
Does your husband sleep like that?
No.
So you just sleep
Good
straight
night.
up and down.
Yep.
And you're like, it's time for bed.
No, but
I'm not going to move for 12
I've
hours.
had my like injectors tell me like this. Do you sleep on this
Yeah,
side?
for
Yeah, they'll
sure.
be like because they can see like an asymmetry from like your
Yeah.
dominant.
Yeah.
Your dominant sleeping
Yeah,
side.
and your hair will start to. Yeah.
Oh God, the hair! Everything's gonna go.
I mean, just sleeping like that
everything's
is
getting,
wild.
Everything's getting
I
damaged.
love that that's what your injectors say. Mine are like, you've got a wonky eye. I was like, what?
What are you talking about?
Or they're like, you got a bad one.
Really?
My eye. And they're like, we're not going to inject anything around that eye.
Really? Why?
Because it was like,
Before?
gas.
Oh, I don't know.
Do you have a lazy eye? No.
No, hooded.
So now I'm hyper focused on it.
Same.
I don't know.
It's a spotter. It's like,
I need to change my whole sleeping situation. It's
I
like
do.
can't
definitely
commit to
not.
that because
How
I'm a
old is
side
he
sleeper.
6.
No.
6.
Imagine the face she gave you.
6.
I mean,
Yeah.
I broke Ted.
Yeah. It's
I just recently did it because we put Lola in a big bed.
okay.
And we were so dreading that. And it just, she has a Dutch door, thankfully.
Oh.
Because I was like really opposed to locking a door.
We did that with Romy, yeah.
But a Dutch door, you have no problem locking.
it's
because they're
fine.
like, it's like a drive-through. You're
Totally.
like, it's fine.
And they can
Like,
feel
if
like
you really
they're, like-
need me, open the top.
Absolutely.
And
yeah.
she does. She's like, hello. But the poor thing every morning is like, it's so weird. My door's broken again. I'm like, riddle me that.
Oh, so cute.
My
know.
door's broken.
So
So
she
you're like,
just-
actually, I locked your ass in.
She's like, door's broken again. And I was like, oh, Lola, I'll get that looked at today. She's like, okay.
Cutie.
I know, but she sleeps like a fucking dream now.
Yeah.
And Ted, I was sleeping in Ted's room for about a year.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Really?
I didn't think it was that fucked up. And my husband's like, this is weird now.
Were you like sleeping well?
Well, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Really good.
My husband and I talk about this all the time. Like he'll like send me all these articles about marriages that like thrive when they each have their own
room?
Yeah.
I believe it.
Yeah.
I don't really care
Honestly,
as long as I'm sleeping.
I feel like that's sort of genius in the weirdest
Yeah.
way. Like when I hear, well, I don't know, not that I personally know anyone. I don't have any friends that do that, but I actually feel like it would be.
When he first like brought up, because he would like tell me that like I would like steal the covers.
Was
and
he
stuff,
proposing
and
this?
He was just like letting me know, and I was like crushed. I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm like, that's the demise, means everything's over. Like we can't do that. And then like I started like reading about it and
Yeah.
thinking about it, and then like if he goes out of town, I'm like, I actually do sleep quite well.
Could you imagine just having a full bed for yourself? Not a full, I'm saying a full size bed.
Yeah.
Which is like not a queen where you feel like, oh, it's dead space, but
Yeah,
a full.
full.
Where you're like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like you could actually sleep in the middle.
You can put anything you want on that fucking bed. That is
Exactly.
your cocoon.
Yeah.
No, I now if Dom isn't in the bed or if Duran's out of town, like I still like it's like I'm like now like I have like Stockholm syndrome where I'm just like this is my space.
I
have
let
one
Lila
sliver.
fully sleep with me the other night when John was out of town.
That's a rule we have in our house. If
Yeah.
either of us are out of town,
Yeah.
Ted can sleep in our bed.
No,
Lola,
I
we
will
won't fuck
too.
with.
But it still feels like I have so much space because
for
it's like
sure.
I'm just used to having this tiny little sliver. But wait, so separate rooms, not like Ricky and Lucy, like where you're like in the same room with different beds.
Yeah,
Do you think
no.
That
would
is
be the same?
creepy.
No,
I'm just
that
saying,
is
in theory.
wild. In fact,
theory.
he has proposed to me that they now make custom beds
that come
where
apart,
like
or they go
one
together?
can like have its like own like whatever.
Yeah, but then I feel like I'm like 100.
And I was like, yeah.
Have you
like
ever
a
been in one of
hard
those beds?
no.
It's amazing.
I think
They're amazing.
one of my sister-in-laws actually does have that. Like people love them.
My
because,
parents
like,
do.
Everyone likes like different feeling, whatever.
My mom has like lower back issues.
Exactly.
She lifts the bottom of it.
Exactly.
My dad gets heartburn, so he lifts the
Yeah,
top.
yeah,
So they're
yeah.
like little Legos.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't
Yeah.
know. It feels
No, I was
too
like, nah. I was like,
hospital
no,
to me.
No.
It is
no,
a little
no.
hospicey.
It is.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But
Hospicey.
hospicey.
So where are you at? Lauren is actually in prior years, because I haven't been by your house in a long time, but you're very like Halloween. I feel like you're very into Halloween. We've been talking about.
I hear you guys talking about it. I did not do that skeleton situation, and hearing you guys talk about like how you purchase them now is
It's
insane.
stressful.
Yeah.
I was stressed out listening to you.
Have you set up your?
No, I just pulled it all out, and we're
Okay.
starting this
Dude,
weekend.
you've got to. You're so
She was
late.
just on me
No,
about
wait,
it.
no, but I'm not late. You
are
guys
late.
are just so insanely early.
No,
it takes the magic. You know, I wouldn't go into Target until October 1st. I refused.
Smart.
It takes the magic out of it.
Okay, October 1st is when it should go up.
Yes.
I have been buying and nothing's up.
I love Halloween. It's just like we get busier and busier every single
Will you dress up this year?
year. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Will
I
you
bet
be?
you.
We're debating still. We have to commit by this weekend. Romy and I we do scary. Like
Dead
we do
ballerina.
scary.
Oh, you're
We'll
not
probably
like
do dead ballerina.
sexy.
Well, I mean, of course, it's always sexy, but I mean, not
know
my
it.
kids, but yeah.
You're like, Lila, sex it up.
Lila, show me some leg.
More lip. No, but Lila is really into being a dinosaur. So that was doing pink dinosaur. Miles is now in a sling. So we decided last night maybe like wounded soldier.
Was
or
he playing
something.
sports when he hurt his arm?
Should we go down this?
Yeah.
Yes.
Tell us. Arm?
Miles is a water polo player, brilliant and amazing, and has been playing for quite some time. My husband had the brilliant idea of putting him in tackle football over the summer.
Oh my God, this is a good topic.
Unbeknownst to me, truly, when I got the text, hey, I found a tryout for Miles for football. I'm picking him up in an hour. Can you get him ready? It's in the Valley. I just, in my naivete, thought flag football because that's what he'd been doing at school. It didn't even occur to me. And I do recall having the discussion when we had a boy, like, football's like off the table.
Yeah.
So cut to, I happened to be at home with my chiropractor, who happens to be the chiropractor for the Rams, and they came home and he was all padded up and blah blah blah, and he came home talking about it, and she looks at me, she's like, Lauren, what are you doing? And I was like, I had no idea. And it was just like this thing where like it was like happening, and try as I might to put my foot down, like that wasn't working. And
Whose idea? Was it John's idea, or was
look,
Miles really
loves
into
football and watching the game of football? And yes, you can get hurt in any sport, but like we know, just there's
like
more.
death.
And what it really was is that Miles was put on a team with 12-year-olds, and you know the difference between boys when they're growing. There's a vast difference between a 10-year-old boy and a 12-year-old boy.
Yeah. Huge.
Huge.
Yeah.
And
But he's 11?
he's 10.
He's 10. Yeah.
And he had a concussion 2 weeks ago.
Jesus. A 10-year-old? Time to pull the plug.
And
Even with flag, they get.
they do. So
Yeah.
and you can get
Yeah.
a concussion in
Yeah.
water polo. I mean,
Yeah.
that water polo is hardcore. My philosophy is, yes, dabble in all the things, but you'll find something that you love. He found an amazing team. He's been playing water polo for a long time. Like, I was like, we can just stick to this and do like the little after school stuff when we have time. We don't really have time, energy to put into this. And cut to, Miles was tackled again because they don't get to choose what position. They're not like all Tom Brady out there.
Yeah.
I'm
a quarterback.
Exactly. So they're learning everything, which I totally support. Miles was tackled by a 12-year-old and broke his arm. So God took it off the table.
Yeah. Good, by the way.
Because I couldn't
honestly,
get it up.
in a weird way.
But yeah, and thankfully we're like so blessed to know like the children's orthopedic surgeon. And so she's been super instrumental in helping him and says like, of all the breaks, this is the one that she wants the kids to have. There's no surgery. There's
no growth plate.
Yeah. There's no cast. He's just in a sling.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
that's
getting
amazing.
a brace right now as we speak. Like she's gonna, and like my immediate reaction was, well, we're not gonna stop moving.
Yeah.
We have to keep moving. We're getting right back into water polo as soon as we can. We're not playing football again.
I know you already bought the costume, but it's done.
Exactly. She confirmed that. She's like, no, we're actually going to, like, she's FaceTiming with them this weekend. They're going to start doing, like, PT stuff because we need those muscles to be maintained.
Move. Yeah. Luca has asked, like, hundreds of times to play tackle football. And then he went to, like, well, can I play rugby? I'm like, where is there rugby? Like, where is there anything? Like, I mean, like, by the way, like, you know, and I've said no 100 times, 1,000 times, and he's still, like, still asks because they're doing flag football now at his school,
and that's it's better, and like
it's better. And they wear these like little egg kind of helmets. Have you seen them? Mm-hmm. And my sister-in-law was saying that she thinks they're worse than not wearing a helmet because it gives them the feeling that they're like protected, but they're actually
but they're not tackling in flag. Right?
No, but my nephew actually yesterday got a concussion playing flag.
But you can get a concussion doing anything, like
because like he got like someone like ran into him and then he fell backwards and you know.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
Yeah, I know.
It's terrifying.
Totally
so when you were
football.
saying it, like, do you ever have a bad day? I was like laughing in my head because this week has been
one of those weeks.
It's just, I mean, when you're a kid.
Yeah.
And for me, it was unnecessary. Like, who didn't see this coming?
Yeah.
From a mile away.
Oh.
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
My kid's totally going to play football. It's all he's got.
What do you mean?
He's just freakishly athletic.
It's all he's got.
There's so many. Look, and again,
he's very
like football,
agile.
it's just putting there was like a perfect storm of things. It's a 10-year-old boy, and my kids are like long and lean. Like he is a swimmer.
Yeah.
By design, you know what I mean?
By
like
design,
so
totally.
You also have to know that, like
Yeah.
And he, you know, like we said, there's a big difference between 10 and 12. A lot of changes happen in the body. I mean, 12 is like puberty for most kids.
Ugh.
So
Luca just turned 12.
Yeah, you're there.
Pornhub.
It's all about to happen.
Just kidding.
What'd she say? Porn?
You know, actually, there's like I think it's 6th or 7th grade. They like talk to like the parents about. I'm so all over them about like internet and like they don't have access all the time and I take their things away and I know like I'm on the verge of not like next year in the upper school a lot of the parents are like they kind of need to have a phone to like you know so you can find them and pick them up but I'm on the precipice of like not being able to like control it.
It's really frightening.
It's so scary.
I don't have to worry about it.
Like, I don't want him to have a phone.
I'm going to show you a picture. Does he have a phone right now?
I don't know. I don't want him to have a phone. I don't want him to have Instagram. I don't want him to have,
My kids will never have social media.
I mean,
you can't do that.
That's what I'm saying.
Never.
Right?
You know what's going to happen,
I don't even think my husband's going to let them
something.
have a phone. I subscribe to the phone thing for, like, a safety situation.
He's as tall as me now. Luca and his best friend.
So cute.
Here's the problem.
I mean, it's crazy.
You block social media from your kids.
Yes, shaved his head.
They will find a way to get it without you. And then that's even scarier. You'd rather just monitor it. It's part of life. They're going to have it when they're older. You know that. So if you block them now, it's just they're going to turn into like little OnlyFans freaks.
No, I don't think so.
I don't know.
OnlyFans.
They'll be like, Mama didn't let me have Instagram.
I worry about all that comes with it. Just the pressure of creating any type of content. I worry about them putting something out there that they won't want out there. Mm-hmm. Like if you go to my son is barely on it anymore, and my girls will probably stop being on it very soon. And I go back and forth between being private and not private because
you don't want to put them on your Instagram.
I don't even want to put them on ours so much anymore. But
because you feel like they should have a say.
It's not. Yes, I don't want to. I don't think that I would put something out there that they would ever like not want out there. But yeah, it's just such a weird weird world that they're being thrust into, and we've all kind of had to learn how to be in, that I really truly worry about the likes of it all and the popularity of it all. And I think
it's just inevitable, and I'd rather help them navigate that rather than block it, because it's part of life.
Is there a way that it could not be?
But wouldn't you rather help them? Like Bert, my brother,
right,
is a comedian.
Right.
His kids are very much part of his act.
Right.
They both have Instagram. One's in college now.
Okay.
Well, but like when he got them social media, when they signed on to social media, they couldn't approve or do anything. Like he did all of that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Right. And like he was always kind of
controlling but like sort of guiding them.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's
I guess
interesting.
There's a way that you can teach them. They need to know. But I don't know. I can't imagine.
What I don't understand what you're saying is do you not want to post them because you feel like they would look and be like, how many likes did the photo of me get? Or because you don't want like your friends and like, you know, your peripheral people that are following you seeing your kids like pictures of your kids?
There's something that's scary. Like, look, Romy and I did something on the LEK Fit one last night, and she loved that. And it was like, she's very much into everything that I'm doing there. And so those types of things are fun, and I always do it with her, asking her, and she's very much about, like, she'll suggest, let's do this. But yeah, like there's a fear inside me, and I also am hardcore about knowing who, and like I said, I go between private and public on my personal one of who's there watching, but I do get very scared of the fact that anything that's there is public domain. And I have like maybe
and then it's
rational,
forever
maybe not.
like up.
It's forever there, and I don't know if somebody's not grabbing those photos of Lila and what are they doing with them. Yeah. And so that there is that very maybe rational, maybe irrational fear that I have.
Yeah. No, that's what I was wondering. Like, what is the fear?
No, it's not about me putting something that they might be mad at me 10 years from now.
I don't care.
I don't. There's nothing
you would
there.
never do that.
Yeah. So I'm not posting them naked or in their diapers or in their underwear or doing stupid pranks on them.
I found out you can't do that. Like even a butt.
Yeah,
I'm like what?
No, you can't do that.
I think I posted Luca like years ago in like a towel, and it was like you couldn't see anything, and somebody like must have flagged it, and they removed it.
Yeah, I mean, but I get nervous of like it's just there, and then you know when you can Google like LEK Fit or my name,
of it.
my kids pop up. So
no, that's true.
Can I? This is probably gonna be a hot button topic, but I have just come to the realization recently, and I know Jenny does this. I don't understand.
Posting and hiding.
Posting and then putting me here. It's like, why the fuck post it?
I agree.
Dude.
Not that I have a problem. It's
just weird.
I don't
why
understand
are you doing
it that I go,
begin with?
Then why post it?
Totally.
You've posted a photo of yourself with someone with a sticker over their face.
Yeah.
I 100% agree with you. And like I've said this to her.
Just don't post of your kids.
I agree.
Totally.
It's like if you're because then it almost like
draws
seems like
more attention.
It draws more attention. I also find it offensive. I mean, I think it's because it's it's like I mean she's not the only one to do that, but I'm also like it's drawing more attention.
No,
I feel like
she's definitely not the only one.
It's like a fuck you kind of like I'm like well then why are you showing me this picture to begin?
Yeah, exactly. There's no point.
You can't see.
I
have faces.
No,
I work with someone who does it.
Oh really?
That's not famous at all, and I'm like.
It's weird. Why post it?
No, I know there's other people that do it.
If I didn't have LEK Fit, I wouldn't be on social at all. At all. My husband has no social footprint.
See, I love.
So
None.
He's not even on your.
So
you don't have a photo of him on yours?
No, I have a photo of him, but he doesn't have
Can
any.
I see what your husband looks like?
Handle.
Is he as hot as you?
He's on there.
Is he what? As hot as her?
Yeah.
No. She's the hottest.
What?
But he doesn't. He doesn't have any.
He's
social
cute.
media.
He's tall and like. Yeah, I mean he's cute. Sorry, he's cute, but not as hot as cute. Not as cute as you. What if I was like, oh my god, he's so hot?
Oh my god, he's so hot.
But I get that. It's Instagram, like social media started out. I mean, do you remember like Friendster and MySpace and like I mean like it started out so different than it is now, and I like to, post like if I'm on vacation or if I'm like, it's like with my
I love
family.
your posts. I love seeing what you're wearing.
Thank you. Yeah, or if I have a cute
your husband's
outfit.
cute.
He's pretty cute.
But I don't like having to keep up if it's like
it's
your
exhausting.
professional one, yes, I get that because you're sort of now you have to feed the machine. But like to keep up to be like, oh, I haven't posted in a week, I must post again. Like it's like I don't like that feeling.
Oh my God, this is what your body looks like without a shirt on.
Yes,
without a shirt on.
Yes, she's ripped.
Ugh, kill me. I've never felt more large and clogged up in my life.
Oh my God, stop.
I know,
No,
I'm
but
kinda perfect. But you're gonna make me really perfect.
I will
you
say,
don't even
like,
have to wear a bra out.
no, she has
hate
the
bras.
best boobs. I'm obsessed with her boobs. Sorry,
I mean,
sorry, world.
I had them done after Romy.
I
I had
know.
amazing boobs pre-kids. They were still great after Miles. With Romy, I only had milk and one. So one just like
that's a tough gig.
slid.
So did you?
You're like,
Did you give Lila any breast milk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can breastfeed after implants.
Yeah.
You can't breastfeed after reduction, right?
Oh, because they have to remove some of the
guess,
ducts.
yeah.
Yeah. No, I just wonder, like, did you make the same amount as you did with the other kids?
Yeah, which was
Not a
always
lot.
limited. Yeah.
Yeah. No, she can literally work out in like anything, and like they just like look perfect the whole time. Like I'm like I have to like strap them down, and like I'm like that's my dream.
but is your husband just always attracted to you,
I mean,
or is he's numb
hope
to it?
so.
See, that's what sucks. He's
Yeah,
numb
I mean
to
that.
it.
Yeah, I guess
That's all he knows.
No, he's not.
Like he's
numb
never
to
gonna
it.
cheat on you. I don't think he's gonna find anything.
God, I hope not.
What would he cheat on you with?
Oh, stop.
John.
AI.
What about AI?
In
Oh
his
my
in his
God.
single room in his full bed. He'd be like,
No, but I
"Hello,
think
robot
that too.
mistress, robot."
I think that too because I'm
Have you
like
seen those AI pictures that
Yes.
everyone's doing of this? No, like what is that?
it looks like
The high
bad
school thing?
Photoshop.
Wait.
It's terrifying.
which ones?
There's like a high
It's like
school.
here, I'll show you one.
Show me
Yeah.
one.
One of my mom friends did it.
But I think it's true. It's like when you're used to like seeing like he's just used to like seeing you and like so it's probably like I mean whatever.
If my husband saw you, he'd be like, boing, 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 boing. I'd be like,
No, but I was
Gertrude on the couch.
But I agree.
or
just,
like,
you
what's
get
eating
used
Gilbert
to it.
Grape, Mama?
Mama.
Mike would be like, holy mother.
But I was looking at all these pictures. Ezra was personality of the week this week, I guess. So I was like trying to find pictures like
Here.
a curated like 10 pictures of like from when he was a baby to like now. Have you ever had to do that?
No,
Okay.
that's so weird.
What?
Is that one of your mom friends?
Jenna Dwayne? Is
Dewan.
Dewan, sorry.
Dwayne Wayne? Is that you?
Is that a real picture?
No, it's AI.
No, it's AI. Isn't that bananas?
Whoa.
And
Can you do
everyone
me?
does the carousel,
how to
like
do
the
it.
slide through.
Oh.
Everyone who's posting it has like multiples.
Yeah, it's weird. Or I'm like,
It's
okay,
too
we get it.
much.
It's like when people were
AI.
doing like anime shit. And I'm like, oh, you're glad you know
or
you
the
look like if you're a
Victorian
mermaid now.
era one.
Like, of course I'm a hot mermaid.
The Victorian
Yeah.
era one could be fun.
No,
Does it put like a wig on you?
all that freaks me out.
Yeah.
Do you ever wear one pieces?
Like what? Like
Bathing suits?
yeah, for sure.
Just wondering what it's like to have your body.
This is what's so motivating though. You like
I could bounce the rest of my life. I'm not going to look like that.
you're genetically like small.
Yeah, for sure.
Didn't you tell me your mom was like 100 pounds when she was like delivered you?
Yes, but she was like 15 years old.
Oh,
So,
okay.
but like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Genetics.
Yeah.
I'll never forget that. No, I mean it's like it's genetics, but also it's really I mean
Oh my God. So your mom,
super motivating.
how old's your mom?
I was adopted.
Oh, okay.
So my
Okay.
birth mom was 15. So yeah, she was
my
teeny
gosh.
tiny.
Jesus. Have you ever met her or no? I wouldn't want to. I don't know.
But still probably tiny anyway.
Tiny.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah.
What are you going to do if do you watch what your kids eat?
I
You kind of guide them?
want to teach
Yeah, how strict
them-
are you with their eating?
I am strict in the sense that I don't, if they're at home, I don't buy things with dyes. That's probably my biggest thing with kids.
I have been on to that lately.
Dyes?
The red dye
the
especially.
red dye,
Holy
the
mother.
yellow, all that stuff I hardcore avoid. And when
it's
they're
really bad for you?
out, it's really bad for
Hyperactive.
you.
Yeah, it's really bad.
When it's not, there's no restrictions. There's nothing like,
Food freedom.
there's absolute food freedom. And so what I do is what we were talking about earlier is I'm trying very hard to teach them intuitive eating and really listening to their body. And so when, like right now, everyone's so busy that everyone's eating dinner like separately and through the house. So we'll give them like 3 options of like good choices. So then they get to decide like, oh, I feel like this or I want this. And they're really inquisitive. Like, they want to know what they're putting in their body. Like, the other night, Romy was eating a turkey burger, and, like, it dawned on her that it was an animal. She's like, so this was, like, an animal that I'm eating. Like, if I just saw a turkey, would it be the same
in turkey burger form?
So my kids, Nanny and I,
Oh my God, it's a turkey. It's a bird.
Yeah, she like fully like was starting to calculate the whole situation. But I try to guide them, and then when we do eat as a family, we eat the same thing. Like, I'm not eating something different than my kids.
And what if they say, I don't like that?
Then that's okay.
They just
She's
don't
like,
eat it?
They've tried it, but they all...
But then what do you do? Then do you give them something else?
No, and honestly, I haven't. Since they were babies, since we started introducing food, they've all been really amazing eaters who like to explore. They'll eat more things than I will.
Okay.
Like, they love oysters. I'll never try an oyster for as long as I live.
But your husband eats oysters, yeah. I know. My kids are adventurous, but they all want different things. And then what do you think about... So... I want them all to eat together, but I find, and I don't know if your kids come home after school and they're like ready for dinner. Like, my kids come home and they're like they want like a full meal at like,
yeah, my kids are ravenous
4:00.
after school. Yeah. But usually they have like an activity, like they have a break, they come home and then they're off to something.
Okay.
So we get whatever that snack may be.
Okay.
But yeah, like the other day they were on their way home for the night and like 5:00 and we got them dinner. Like,
yeah. And do you eat that early also?
sometimes.
Yeah. I don't mind, but then Daron will be like, well, I want to eat with everyone. I'm like, okay, well,
Yeah.
then like you're going to have like really like upset kids because they're like
Yeah, we had to,
low
like,
blood sugar. Like,
everyone's
Yeah.
going in 100 different
It's not
places.
realistic.
I know it's not. Yeah.
It's really not.
It's not.
Over the summer, we ate together all the time, but now
And now I know.
it's literally impossible.
Yeah.
It's too hard.
It's hard.
But yeah, they eat anything and everything. We stay away from dyes and we stay away from
But if they go to a friend's, you're
sodas.
not like,
I'm not like calling and saying
The
they
mom.
can't have the never,
my
never,
kids
never.
can't have chips.
No, never,
Yeah.
ever,
Yeah.
ever.
Because then that creates like a whole stigma.
Yeah, for sure. And like,
Yeah.
I want them to try those things, and ultimately, like, they don't really like it.
Yeah. And it
because
doesn't
they're
make you
so
feel
used
good,
to-
just like your McDonald's.
And
Very
if they
specific
have it,
case, but yes.
Yeah, and if they
like
have
my
it on
McDonald's
occasion,
binge.
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
don't later go and binge on those things because it was forbidden. You know what I mean?
Exactly, like social media.
I'm against gum. How do you guys feel about gum?
Love it.
No
Me
gum.
either. No gum.
Because it's terrible for your jaw.
I just think it
And
looks
it's terrible for your
gross.
gut, and it is.
What do
very
you mean it's terrible
disrespectful.
if you swallow it? Or
All
just
the
chewing
air
on it?
that you're bringing in while chomping on it. And
Riddle
then
me that. That's my problem.
It's
I'm
terrible
not a
for your
gum.
jaw.
I'm like
I
no gum.
love gum.
No gum.
I used to be hardcore.
Just
into gum when
Nicorette. I
was a
love
kid.
Nicorette.
You do. My husband's
Nicorette?
addicted to Nicorette.
Just kidding.
My husband has.
I've heard
Nicorette.
a lot of people are, especially people
You know
who.
you're only supposed to take it for like 14 days. He's been on it for like 14 years.
Wait, is it
He still gets to hit the first.
could
base
it
every time.
give you any kind of mouth
All-
cancer?
I don't know about cancer. It's
It's not
terrible.
Good. It's not good
Okay.
for you.
Nicotine? That's an interesting habit. You're like, whoa!
Sick-a-ting!
Yeah.
Yeah. I know a girl that I follow on social who chews it nonstop.
You just know her on
Nicorette?
social.
Only through. No, I kind of know her too.
Yeah.
She's a trainer,
and like
actually.
on social, she's chewing Nicorette all the time.
Every time I see videos, I've never met her in person, but every time I see her,
Have
she's
you
chewing
ever chewed Nicorette?
it. Yes.
And
It's
Does it-
pretty gross.
does it give you like a high, like a cigarette?
Yeah, it kind of makes you feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
You?
worse
Have
than a
you?
cigarette. It's
Have
worse
you ever
than
smoked
a
a
cigarette.
cigarette?
I was very much a smoker for a very long time.
Really?
I sensed it. It's the St. Louis in you.
She used to live in Vegas.
It's like the
She lived in Vegas.
It's not. I think it's
do
just
come true.
the generation that I grew up in.
Same.
Maybe because it's what we're doing in the Midwest. I never got into alcohol or any other drugs.
Have you ever drank?
Yeah, but I just don't drink. But
'Cause
yeah,
you just
for sure.
You never liked it.
I never liked it.
Why?
I think when I was a kid, I wanted to, and maybe this is a Midwest thing, but we all kind of started that stuff at 14.
Yeah.
So by the time
Same,
I was,
by the way.
okay. So
Yeah.
by the time I was
Everyone, yeah.
16,
San Diego.
Okay, good.
Florida.
So
Yeah.
yeah, that all.
We're
that
all
all
over the
tracks
map.
for all of us.
Yeah.
When I was 16, I was very much aware of drinking and driving and very much aware that that's something I would never do or partake in. And I always, very much as I am now, want to be able to leave when I want to leave. So I
love
had
leaving.
to be
the best.
the driver,
Yeah.
and I wasn't going to drink. So that was very easy, and then I just never, ever liked it. But I did smoke, and then I quit cold turkey smoking when I was in college and was really good for years. And I left. I went to school, and I dropped my dance major and finished early with advertising marketing and worked for Abercrombie and Fitch for a number of years. Everything I know
Interesting. Where?
he
In
gets
St. Louis?
dinged everywhere. Everything I know about retail and brand experience and everything is from Mike Jeffries. I have no bad things to say about him.
So
He
fascinating.
taught me everything I know. But yeah, I worked in St. Louis, I worked in Illinois, I worked in Oregon, and I worked here on Third Street Promenade.
Oregon. We're in Oregon.
Eugene, Oregon.
Oh my God. I
Oregon's
lived in
beautiful.
Eugene.
And is that where your grandparents were?
Long story. My grandparents are in Salem, but my
Okay,
mom married
Salem.
an orthopedic surgeon in Eugene, so I lived there for a few years.
Get out.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous.
It is
horrible
beautiful.
for 9 months when it's like gray and
Yeah.
raining, but
Yeah, yeah,
summer's
yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then you stopped smoking.
I stopped smoking all that time, and then
started again.
Abercrombie wanted me to move to Ohio, and I was like, if I'm going to move to the Midwest,
Yeah.
like I'm not going there. Like, so it was just done. I left the company, and I went home for a minute, and somebody asked me to do like this charity dance show. I did it, and I was like, why did I wasn't ready to leave this. And I ended up booking an agent and moving to Vegas at the time that had like a ton of shows. I moved there right before Cirque du Soleil took over the Strip, and I was in one of the last like Vegas style. I was in a daytime show, actually,
So
like
fun.
family show.
Oh. But were you in sexy garb?
No, yes, but it was like family. It was like Disney style,
Okay,
like
okay.
you know, like court, like everything
Okay.
was covered.
Okay.
Like Can Girls,
Yeah,
like that's
yeah.
what it was.
That's fun.
I did that, and then I got hired by the Maloofs, who are also like some of the most amazing people in the world, and ran the dancers at the Palms during the second like resurgence of the Palms with the Playboy Club.
Was that a
and
little
It was after
sexier?
the Real World stuff, and then they had a second resurgence.
Was that
and I
fun?
was there. It was the time
So
of
did
my
you
life.
sleep all day and then like work at night?
No. Dancers
Oh.
in Vegas work all the time. You're going to class, you're
Yeah.
teaching
Oh.
class, you're auditioning.
But are you up late?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah.
So did you sleep normal, or were you just like burning the candle at both ends?
I guess maybe, but I was really young. Like it never.
And you started smoking again when you were in
And I
Vegas.
started smoking because every dancer
Why- I mean-
smokes.
And they eat cotton balls, don't they?
No, they do
No,
not.
but I heard you guys were talking about that, right?
We've got a cotton ball eater on the show today.
Oh God, that sounds fucking terrifying.
So it was a good experience, though.
I loved it. Were you guys talking about you would like live far and then go to the Strip for dinner? That was you. Yeah.
That's me, my dream.
I lived
That's
in
her dream, not
Summerlin, which is like, it's Vegas. It was so easy as a dancer. The cost of living was fine.
Amazing.
It's changed since I've moved back to LA, but
Yeah.
you could park anywhere for free. I felt unbelievably safe. I lived with a couple of my girlfriends in Summerlin, which is like
And it was
super
never
nice
like creepy.
area.
Like you were never like propositioned.
Never.
No.
Never.
Vegas is safe.
I was saying to someone the
think
other
it's
day.
I mean, things
It's
are
changed a
changing
little.
now.
Yeah.
But it was
it's
amazing.
not like the underbelly of Vegas that you see in like weird.
I can't believe you didn't drink
No.
while you were there.
Didn't drink. I've never
Yeah.
gambled. I've never even played a slot machine.
Gambling
ever.
doesn't
It's
appeal
kind
to
of
me.
gross.
None. I'd rather go shopping. I'd rather just spend my money on something
Then yeah.
than lose it.
I could never do a show without This
What,
tastes like
a
Maui,
straw?
babe.
Isn't it good? Well, I was
Like
saying this.
the
with the coconut.
lotion?
I feel like I'm drinking a Coors Light.
I like it.
Well,
You like it?
I
There's,
love
no
it, but it's
ice
like
left.
Like who drinks a beer? What your brother's like a cop? Who
I'm
drinks
like,
a water like this?
I don't know, but I can't do it.
I was saying to someone the other day about cigarettes, and they were like looking at me, and I feel like they were similar age, and they were looking at me like I was insane. Like, but when we grew up, like in the '80s, that it was like cigarettes were like kind of marketed as glamorous and sophisticated, like supermodels.
When we were kids, yeah.
Yes, and in movies,
Yeah.
like it just like you know,
The
like
Marlboro Man, like on
yes,
the.
I mean Audrey Hepburn even
Yeah.
before the '80s.
sure.
Like, so I feel like we grew up.
My
like,
mother-in-law tells stories of like smoking while the kids are in the back seat or
Yes.
like in the. Yeah,
Yes,
my parents
but don't
didn't
you,
smoke.
Do you
but
feel like
yeah.
the marketing like was like so like it really like got to you at that age? To me, I was like it looked so fun and cool.
It just wasn't. We knew
Yeah.
what it could do by
Yeah.
the time. It just
I
like
didn't
wasn't.
notice it, but I also came from like a very straight-laced family. Like my parents didn't drink, they didn't smoke.
Same. My parents
Me
didn't do
neither.
anything. Yeah.
I don't know.
But it was just like what everyone was doing.
I think it was
Not
who
like
I hung out with, maybe.
peer pressure. Yeah, but like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But I would never, like, I can't even imagine.
I was more influenced by the people I was hanging out with.
Oh my God.
Or
if I saw my kid with a cigarette.
Oh God, I would die.
I'd be like,
our kids know that we both smoked, and so like in a way, like I feel like I can be like, I did that. Like, no, absolutely not.
Maybe more so because you did, and you're like, no.
I hope our kids never
Technically, your
smoke. I
husband
hope they
still
never
smokes.
touch. Who does? Your husband smokes?
I said technically, your husband still smokes.
Yeah.
He does like nothing else, I don't think, though.
He just sucks his cigarettes. He chooses cigarettes.
So gross.
Do you taste it when you kiss him? Do you guys still kiss?
Yeah, you can definitely taste it.
Do you still kiss?
Babe.
Do you still kiss?
Yeah, it's gross.
My husband smokes cigars.
Oh.
Doesn't bother me.
Those
I
are
love
stinky.
It.
Really?
Love
Okay.
it.
Then
Love
that's
the
good.
smell. I love having the doors open at night when he's smoking them.
Did you ever smoke weed?
Yeah.
Yeah. But never liked it.
And I think it's so different now.
Yeah. It's
Like
so
it
different
terrifies
now.
me.
It's chronic.
Why? Why does it terrify you?
Because it's just made differently.
Oh, yeah. Stronger. But I think you have a sense more of what you're like ingesting or smoking a little bit. No, not really.
God, I hope my kid. Look, it's.
If my kids
we're not.
are
I'm
gonna
not
do
going down
anything,
that
I'd
rabbit
rather
hole.
them smoke weed than. But you know
God,
what?
I
My
don't
parents
know.
always had
No
a rule.
smoking.
My parents always had a
smoking.
rule growing up that they never told us you're not allowed to drink. That was never
Same.
spoken in my house.
Yeah.
They said if you drink, call us.
Yep.
We'll come pick you up.
Yep.
No questions
Yep.
asked.
I'll do the same thing with my
No
kids.
questions
for sure.
asked. And my brother, literally, as soon as they said that weekend, he was like, "Hey, here's where I'm." And every weekend,
Yeah.
my parents would pick him up at like,
Yeah.
you know, I never did it. Oddly enough,
You never called them?
no.
My mom would be like, you want a drink? You can drink here. Here's a beer. I swear.
Yeah. God,
So
that's
crazy.
tough. I'm not ready for that kind of parenting.
I'm ready for a reboot of my body.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get
So to
from
circle back, I just want to
LEK
say,
Fit. LEK.
when I started Lauren's workout, I just had Dom. And I was always like into fitness and exercise, obviously, just because like it's ingrained in me with my parents and living in LA. I mean, you can't really escape like just like wellness and wanting to like be active or whatever. But I will say that ever since I started, your workout is the only one that I have like ever like stayed with and like continue to love. And I think it's just like fundamentally changed my outlook on like fitness and exercise, like, and I think that's like forever, like no matter what, like it's long lasting because I actually want to like instill what I've taken from you and like what you bring every day to my kids, because it's like it's become like so fun. And it also just like makes me so happy mentally and physically. And it's not just about a size or shrinking or like losing weight, which like you can meet those goals. And we've talked about it. Like a lot of that is mostly food.
It's mostly food, for sure.
But beyond that, it's just like being healthy, feeling great, mentally, like it's energizing and it's like so fun. She makes it so fun. And this is why I think you'll get hooked on it. And I don't know, it's just changed my life. And I really like want my kids to like have that love and find that thing that like brings them so much joy. And just like, you know, because all you have, health is wealth.
Yeah,
and at the end of the day,
that's it. Legit.
money can't buy any of that.
No.
So you need
I'm
to
gonna
come.
try it.
Yeah, you do.
When?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Sunday I'm going.
You're going Sunday?
Want to come?
No, weekdays are better for me.
Okay. We're there.
When's your earliest class?
7.
Holy shit. Do you teach that one?
No.
Which one do you
9:30.
teach?
I'm 9:30.
Okay.
It's good traffic.
Are you going to put me in the back?
No. You can go wherever
You can sit
want.
wherever you want. Sit wherever you want. Sit on your bike.
This one's always right next to me.
Yeah, I try to be close because then I can see what she's doing. If there's anyone like in front of me
She
and
doesn't
I'm
want to
like,
be blocked.
Should I get a little warm up this weekend online?
Yeah, you absolutely should.
You can
one?
borrow my trampoline.
I have my own.
I have the legit.
I've got the bootleg.
Okay. Well, fine.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you
Anyone,
definitely
jump
need to
in.
come.
Just pick.
Just pick one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll pick one for you.
Will you?
Yeah.
I'll send you know what I'm going to send you through Instagram? The YouTube one I was doing.
Oh, please.
Just for fun.
Yeah, there's a lot of things out there.
There's a
for
few.
sure.
Yeah. There's
It
a
was
few.
like 6 minutes to your dream body. And she's like, and bouncing.
6 minutes. It takes much more than that.
I know.
Thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
I know. You're fun.
You're fun.
It's
No,
so
you
exciting.
We're going to be forever friends.
100%.
I sort of feel like you guys hit it off.
I know. Oh, totally. There's some people
Yeah.
I'm like, and we're done.
And she's an Aquarius.
Yes, you guys could be married.
It's our toxic relationship.
Separate rooms. All right, don't worry about it.